Bosh. We've pressed the button. We're alive, apparently. So I'm going to say, hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we doing this fine 2022? And how long is it going to take me to stop fucking writing 2021? Although, to be fair, I haven't like signed anything in fucking years at this point. Paper documents are not a real thing in my life. Not anymore, anyway. So yeah, are you swapping to the open back so you can have the headphones on but not be completely deaf to everything I say?
No,
No, you're just gonna not wear headphones
I don't need them on.
like some sort of savage. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Yeah, how are we doing? What are we up to? How was you know, if you weren't here last week, how was Christmas? And did you do anything interesting on New Year's Eve? We were kept up for fucking way too long because our neighbour is a complete dipshit who, I swear to Christ, got their hands on what are clearly like fucking professional grade fireworks. Because this dipshit has been putting fireworks out every single possible opportunity where it might even remotely make sense, and they've gotten stronger and stronger. And yeah, this New Year's, that because I heard this noise I'd never fucking heard before. It was like, and then the fireworks would shoot up, and you'd hear the explosion, and they're really fucking loud. And it occurred to me that's because it's like got a fucking. He's obviously got these ranks of fucking missiles that have like set up to be launched. It was fucking ridiculous. Uh,
Yeah, fucking head. I hate fireworks.
yeah, it was an irritating night. We went to bed like relatively normal time because we weren't going anywhere. There's no point. But yeah, snowed heavier than it has here for years. I live on an island near the ocean. Oof, and we had well over a foot of snow. Jesus Christ. So you got the windy boys and the snowy lads, and it was just shit. I mean, I'd rather have noisy fireworks for probably about it was like half an hour, but it was at midnight for obvious reasons, and so it was very fucking annoying. Especially considering how ready for bed we were, but because we're old. Sorry, we can't help it. We didn't old. We're both in our 30s now, which is just ridiculous because I don't feel it.
We've been together so fucking long as well.
Even though I'm sat here with this pain in my side that is probably nothing, but if it keeps up, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor and then find out that it's super cancer, and I'm like, ugh, all the fun of being an old person. But it's probably nothing. It's probably just an irritating fucking. It's not even painful. It's just that kind of things.
I
The
think
whole
it's because you.
fucking
It's
day.
probably because you're big.
It's because you're big. There you go. You got fucking owned by my wit.
I had exercise today. Did you?
No, I did taxes.
That is exercise.
That is fucking mental exercise. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Sick came in this morning, and like normally we try and like go for a little wander on a Monday, but I knew there was a reason that I had to stay home, and I knew I wouldn't do it if I went with her. But the only response I had when she went, "Do you want to go out?" I said, "I gotta do work." It felt really pathetic, but I knew there was like a really good reason, and like I said, if I'd have gone out, I'd have forgotten to do it because that's what I'm like. My brain just fucking deletes important things because it's an asshole. 1430s or 1530s? Oh, right, I get it. Funny. Mm. As a joke, I was quite pleased with that. No one seemed to notice, so I'm gonna fucking repeat it because fuck you all. But Illuminous Pooh did a super chat with smart and funny joke here, and I put that joke was so funny and profitable. Thank you. That's what we need. I like to make jokes, but I also like to make sure people hear them. That's actually a thing I've done multiple times with you, isn't it? Is I'll tell you a joke and you don't react at all. So I like stop the conversation to repeat the joke. And 9 times out of 10, because if I'm doing that, I know that it's funny. Sometimes I know when I'm being funny, sometimes I'm not sure. There's things that I say to you, and you will piss your pants laughing, and I'm like, why?
Usually because it's dumb as fuck.
But then, yeah, occasionally I'm like, this is a solid joke. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I need to make sure that the joke has been heard and understood. And 9 times out of 10, it is, yeah, it makes you laugh. And then that 1 time out of 10 when it's just like, why did you stop the entire conversation? That was the worst thing ever. That was, I'm just gonna throw
I'm
myself.
more annoyed when you
You,
make me stop what I'm watching, take off my headphones, tell me a shitty joke, and I'm like, right, now I have to put headphones back on and start doing things again.
no, I think it's worse when I stop you to tell you something I found interesting. So it's not even funny.
No, I don't mind that.
I don't know. I think it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I do the same to you.
Oh, you constantly. Oh my god. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't stop. The amount of times. I mean, I know the other day it was only twice, but there's just periods of time when you will just show me over just more and more memes. You hand me your phone, and I'm like, okay, I'm busy. Okay, thank you. And then, yeah, I'm still busy. But what annoys me is that I'm like really desperately trying not to be amused because I'm irritated. And then something will make me laugh, and that will make me more annoyed. That's funny. Still not happy about it. Oh, I am nearing 40. My mother, who is a far cry from 40, refuses to think of herself as old. Total denial. My dad, however, embraces it. Farts all the time, blames it on the cat or mum. So it's whenever he blames it on the cat, it was your mother. That's true. It's just a fact backed up by science. Oh, that was good. Just had no responses, like Matt Powell being presented with a biology textbook. Oh, I've been shared some things recently. Like, one of the things about my subjects is I go as far as to make sure that I'm satisfied that they're not a Poe, but um, I don't go that far into them usually. Sometimes the stuff is just fucking there. Sometimes they're Kent Hovind, and it's just fucking everywhere. But Matt Powell, like, I just thought originally that he's just kind of a dipshit. Turns out he's a massive dipshit and just says, like, in his comment section, he has zero fucking chill. It is ridiculous. He says some really nasty shit. Like, wow. Like, someone who wants to present themselves as better than his opponents. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. You should see some of the shit he just fucking. Bleh. And it's gross. It's like genuinely fucking gross. Unbelievable guy. It makes me laugh. Not in a good way, but yeah. Speaking of Matt Powell, you got a name check in Creaky's latest video. That means I'm famous now. Now all I got to do is do the handsome bit and the good at this. No, wait, I'm definitely good at that. I made children happen. I've got to be pretty good.
Just because you're fertile doesn't mean you're good at sex.
Isn't that the point of sex? uh, Weird weather here in South Dakota this afternoon. 51 degrees F. What? F to pay respects.
That means nothing to me.
Right. If you're ever gonna speak, it's weird because I don't know if we invented it, but we very much marketed imperial number systems, but just don't fucking use them here unless we do. Fuck, England is so goddamn weird when it comes to weights and measures. It's like, oh yeah, we use meters and all that, but we use miles. It goes meters to miles. So that's fucking annoying. And weight and height is all in fucking old money.
Not always.
Almost always. Apart from when you
Well,
try
when
and
I went to
fucking
the
use an
doctors
app.
before, they went, "Oh, how much do you weigh?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not sure." They went, "Take a guess in kilograms." I'm like, "Fucking."
It's when it says what's your height, and I'm like, I'm about 6'3". It's like, no, I don't understand that. That's
You
not a
need to
real
put it in
numbers.
centimeters.
Centimeters. It's like, isn't that a bit too specific? It feels too specific. I don't know. Ooh, Sir Sick is doing a British. I do a British. Mm. In this house, we say the temperature in Kelvin like a sane person. I like it. I like it. We should start. We complain to the heating company that their little machine that they installed, this isn't showing me. I need to know if the house is 0 degrees Kelvin or not. Okay, you win. 10.5 degrees C. That is relatively chilly, but
Yeah.
not for England, it ain't. Oh my Christ! I did not say anything to you, you strange thing. How do I? Ugh, God. You could just imagine it
She wants
going.
to be part of the conversation.
Hey, you could just imagine saying something that it decides is fucking words, and then it just gives everyone your bank information. Oh, here you go. You're welcome. Thanks for that, you fucking bastard. 6'3". You're the same height as me then. I am the same height as Detonator 82, which is a heck of a name. I'm assuming the 82 is year of birth because they're so fucking common. It's like the proper. I guess it's. I don't like to say it. I don't want to use that word. It's a swear word to me. No. What the hell is a murder? Is on their own island of witted. What? I fucking swear you're making that shit up. That those are probably real, and I'm an asshole, but you know it is. That's balmy warm. 10 degrees, 10.5. That's shirts off weather. That's walking around in the snow with your nips out, tunneling through. This chat is fake. It's so fake. I mean, everything is. Didn't you know? Hey, awesome to be here with you, both live, sir, and Lady Sick. They always call you Lady Sick, don't they? It's called Mrs. Miss Sick. Can all 170 people in chat please click on like? No, they can't. The like button is cursed. It will make their hands and legs fall off. But yeah, I have no fucking idea what the hell I'm talking about now. And yet Google won't tell me the Wi-Fi password to a house I'm staying in. Shake my head. I mean, I know that it can not to be like boring and ticky nerdy, but I'm sure mine, like, I just fucking log in. Oh yeah, I guess I would enter the information to log in. I mean, I use my own fucking router because I'm an absolute savage anyway.
It's always shirts off weather in my bedroom.
What, very cold? Yeah. I wanted zombies. This virus sucks. I mean, I always thought that what we'd do is we'd leave the anti-vaxxers with polio and rabies, and that would make some pretty convincing zombies, don't you reckon? You know, foaming at the mouth, fucked up arms and legs. We can joke about polio now. No one fucking has it. I guess it probably is in places.
Certain places.
Certain
probably.
places. It's, yeah. Probably because of fucking anti-vaxxers. So, you know, it's it's not good. Fun fact, -40 is the same in Fahrenheit and centigrade. I mean, to be fair, it's to me, Fahrenheit is just the most baffling fucking numbering system. I just look at it and I'm like, what is freezing in Fahrenheit? Because it's not 0, is it?
0 makes sense to me.
0 makes sense. You start from 0 and you move that way, or you move fucking cold. But yeah. So my literal next door neighbor has polio. I hope they're not listening. As long as they don't have rabies as well, because then it's not a joke about them.
Your neighbour is part zombie.
32 Fahrenheit is 0. What the fuck? Like, that's how you know it's wrong.
Why 32? Why not 31?
I don't yeah. I don't get Fahrenheit. I literally, I'm sure if I looked it up, it would make sense. 212 is boiling. I mean, at least that's a cool looking number.
100 is boiling. That makes sense to me.
Again, yeah, we start from not. I guess it's in terms of water, but you know, what the fuck else do we see freeze that often? I guess rocks are technically frozen, but yeah, it's just great. 0 Fahrenheit is when seawater freezes. Okay. That's actually annoying because it's still not something that you see particularly often. I mean, shit.
Nobody gets Fahrenheit, not even the Americans.
Look, it's easy. It's simple. Not degrees is when you go out to the middle of the ocean and you find an iceberg. You get the iceberg, you measure it. That temperature, that's not degrees Fahrenheit. Fuck you. It wouldn't even be a fucking iceberg, because, yeah.
What was that game called? Fahrenheit. There was another name for it.
Oh, what, Indigo Prophecy?
Yeah.
Fahrenheit was a better name.
Yeah,
by
Fahrenheit was a better
so
name.
many fucking degrees. But in America, Fahrenheit was, I think at the same time, Fahrenheit 9/11 had come out. So they couldn't go. But unfortunately, David Cage turns out to be kind of a piece of shit. David Cage being the maker of the those games and others. The thing is, his games are fucking wank. Like, I'm sorry, if you really like Heavy Rain was probably the best thing he made, unironically, and it's still not that good.
It's jank as fuck.
Oh, it's so fucking janky. Like, he does not know how to make video games. But Fahrenheit / is so fucking insane that it is entertaining. Like, it starts off really good. I'm not gonna lie. The first few hours of that game, in fact, the first about 20-30 minutes of that game are fucking intense. You start off, you've just murdered a dude, and you have to fucking clean up after yourself and just get the fuck out while there's police coming into the restaurant you're in. That shit fucking gave me so much anxiety, but like in a good way. But then by the end of it, now spoilers if you've never played Fahrenheit / by the end, you have magic powers and are flying through the air having a fucking Dragon Ball Z fight. Not even joking. It's really stupid. Yeah. And about halfway through the game, there's 4 stealth sections, and those are shite. If you're not going to focus on stealth, don't put it in your game. Just don't. You're not going to be good at it. But yeah, other than that. But yeah, the memes of fucking Heavy Rain are the best. Titan! I still can't see the name Jason without immediately doing that now.
Yeah, no, me too.
It's really bad. And then there's the bug someone got for the end of the game, where he's looking for his other son who's about to be murdered because he is the unluckiest fucker on the face of the planet. Sean! And you could just have it where you're screaming Sean at the end, fucking quote unquote boss. It's so good. Oh my god. Anyway, stop talking about how shit David Cage is. I forgot even. Oh yeah, that's why. Because you mentioned Fahrenheit is a video game,
Mhm.
except it's not, and it is Indian Prophecy. Ah, have you heard about corduroy pillows? They are making headlines. Oh my god!
Oh
You
god,
fucking piece of shit!
that made me cringe.
Oh, my face. It hurts.
Ugh.
That was bad. That was really bad. A little bit funny, but mostly bad. Fuck you. Giving a movie character or a fake character too many powers eliminates the stakes and makes it boring. No, 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 no. I didn't say the end of fucking Fahrenheit was boring. It ain't boring. It's fucking stupid. But it's not boring. Like, it was entertaining. Like, if you want to look at it as a pure entertainment product, then Fahrenheit is,
What's the one that you've been playing?
well, like super recently.
Yeah, you showed me yesterday.
Cruelty Squad.
Yeah.
That game is fucking out of its goddamn mind. It's really good. It's really difficult. Although I have gotten to the point which I have kind of.
Yay! Congratulations, Goodman. I think.
It's terrible. Yay! Yeah. Cruelty Squad. If you know what the term immersive sim means, then you might be able to enjoy it. If you don't know what an immersive sim is, you'll probably fucking hate it because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It is a fucking insane game. It's really, really, really good though. Like, let's put it this way: you start off with like a pistol, and by the time you get relatively into the game, you should have the ability to just like fly across the fucking map, basically. And it's all about assassinating people and the corporate shit. Go look up the trailer, Cruelty Squad.
Second best
It is
Bob, Jesus.
completely fucking insane. Member for 10 months. You poor bastard. Mm. Shikata, I'm an immersive simp. Is that what people who like immersive sims are called now? Because I actually really like that as a term with the immersive simps. I heard a joke the other day and it was like,
I like what.
I think you lost a finger and you're looking pretty yellow because you're a simp, son. It made me laugh.
I like what Leonard put. Oh god,
What, the
corduroy.
comment?
My mum forced me to wear corduroy pants when I was a kid. It was cool then, but it means walking around noisy like zut 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 zut.
Corduroy. It's not a couch corduroy.
No.
It looks corduroy.
No, it's not.
It's not as bad.
I used to have cord pants.
I don't know.
They were red. They were bright fire engine red. They were awesome. I was so sad when I grew out of them.
You could have turned them into something else.
I wasn't that creative as a child.
You need to go back in time and give yourself a backhand slap. That will be the name of my new band, Immersive Simps. Still a better joke than Flat Earth. Nothing, literally nothing is a better joke than the Flat Earth. Nothing. I don't want. I've got jokes about the Flat Earth that I don't want to spoil because they're, well, it's one joke, but it's a good one. It's in an upcoming video, so I'll just leave it at that.
He likes whiskey with an E.
I like them both. Thank you very
I
much.
thought you didn't like the other one because it was peaty.
No, I don't like. I like Scotch. Because whiskey with an E also names Irish whiskies.
Is it?
Cannot drink Irish whiskey, but whiskey without an E is Scotch. But I can drink normal Scotch, but peaty Scotch can fucking die in a fire. I don't care.
You like bourbon anyway.
Tastes like fucking, yeah, which is whiskey with an E.
Oh.
But yeah, I drink them both mixed together in my face.
Who's the real simp? The simp or the simp that simps for them? Ooh.
There's a simp. What?
A simp who simps for a simp. Ooh. That's some inception.
Simp me, bruh. I like that idea though. Just go out there, someone start a channel, and like you just go around, you simp for everyone, but you get really popular at simping. So you have fans who are like simps. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I wore brown cords to Michigan from Canada for football official visit. They called me white trash motherfucker. I can't figure out why. What?
I don't even know where that is.
I think turning up naked is probably more white trash.
No, white trash is to me. Now in America, I don't think Americans. I don't know if they do or don't have it, but obviously there's a wife beater.
Yeah.
But then there's the version of it that's like made out of string.
Oh yeah.
Which is so much more.
It is worse.
But
yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing in America, but I do know that it is a thing over here.
Okay.
And people who wear those are like white trash is to what they are to white trash as white trash is to normal people. It is so much fucking worse. There was a fucking character who used to wear it, and I can't remember his name, but he had a Scottish accent, and it's like a really popular show over here, or it was for a while. Cannot think of the name, and I bet someone in chat will probably just go, "Oh yeah, that thing." I know exactly what you're talking about. Rabsy Nesbitt. There you go. Fucking called it. Speaking of asking the chat. You have a question for chat, don't you? Which means I can go for a piss. Whee! Enjoying the sounds of me going for a piss. You won't hear it.
In my my D&D that I'm planning out and stuff, on the map that is a pre-made map, there is a prison camp area that has like shitloads of buildings in it, but half the buildings don't have any purpose. It's not listed as the pre-established purpose, so I'm trying to fill in the gaps and homebrew some stuff. And I can't think what else goes into a prison camp, and I've been ragging my head about it for probably about 2 weeks, trying to figure out what to put in the prison camp. So I have, like, an arena, an inn, because I couldn't think of anything else, and a bunkhouse, a common workhouse, a medical tent, and I need like 2 more things. So go surprise me and see what you can come up with, because I can't fucking think of anything.
So yeah,
a brewery.
Oh, I do like breweries though.
I don't know what they would brew though.
Piss wine.
Yes, that's a great idea.
And call it, because didn't you ask me about a quest that
oh my god, yeah, I did.
You wanted a reward.
That was a reward.
Her characters are supposed to go out and collect this really expensive wine, and she's like, what should be the reward from prisoners? And I'm like, well, piss wine. But like, make it say, oh, God, I can't remember what I told you to have written on it.
I have the document up actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake. But solitary confinement, that's actually a good one.
That is a pretty good one, yeah.
A simple torture chamber.
You go. It was called Vintage Latrini Bush Wine.
Oh yeah.
And then the slogan is, "It's technically wine."
Technically wine. Yeah, she constantly asks me for ideas for things, and they usually give me about 20 minutes, and then I'll come out with something fucking golden. It's the Latrienne. It's not called. It's called latrine wine, but it's pronounced Latrienne. Just to a rancor pit.
I like the idea of the confinement space. A prison within a prison's good.
A super prison.
Super prison.
Double prison. La 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 la. Oh yeah, Illuminus is here. Because he'll be probably participating.
Yeah, he's participating. So
hey,
it's fine. It's like really, really minor details.
It is all just tiny little details, and they're not important. but she couldn't think of any fucking use for these fucking random buildings that she can't get rid of. So yeah, kennels for demi-human races. Oh my god.
Jesus.
It depends how racist the prisoners are supposed to be, or if they're like, actually, we're equality on this side.
Fine,
Fuck the
I'm
people
writing
in the
shit down,
city.
so it's fine by me. The
Yeah.
sex building.
just with a big sign that just says the sex building on it. Perfect. I'd love someone to walk into this stream right now and go, what the fuck is going on?
Piss water from GTA.
Pisswasser.
Pisswasser, yeah.
Pisswasser. There's got a theme song, and all I can remember is Pisswasser. Drive drunk off a pier. Whatever you do, don't touch the. Yeah, oof, that's an important piece of information that everybody needs to live by. Yeah, segregation. That's something that I never understood in any fantasy setting. Is okay, actually, The Witcher pulls it off because they just have fucking Domaterian, which is a metal that blocks magic. But most things, like we've taken off your armor and your equipment and all this other shit, but you can still do magic. Fucking Skyrim, you get chucked into a fucking prison. If you are a mage, you just fucking burn everybody to death, and you're like, what now? Thunderdome. Oh, Thunderdomes are good. A big cagey thunder match. Oh my god.
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
There's a sex building, but you're not allowed to touch it.
The prison might also need a dedicated blacksmith. I mean, there are fucking the people who deal with corpses, so they would actually need equipment, but you already have equipment mostly covered.
Yeah.
Do you have equipment repair covered?
Yeah, I've got that covered as well.
Okay.
It's just I wanted some of the bigger buildings.
It's fun because
the thing is, like, all the little buildings I don't give a shit about because I can just play that off as something really simple. It's all the bigger buildings that have pissed me off. I'm like, you can't just have this huge building and it's just completely empty and it annoys me. But I have some ideas, so thank you, chat. You've actually filled out a few gaps for me.
Necrophiliacs. There's the sex building and then the other sex building.
There's a big sign that says it as well. Neon light.
A much smaller sign. It's just like we don't talk about it. But yeah, so thank you very much. Very, very helpful. License plate shop. Fantasy setting. I mean, I guess horses and carriages need license plates too. But yeah, there are so many things you need to run a prison.
Exactly.
So many things. Joe Dead, very experienced in that.
Thank you, Daniel. Would you want to touch the sex building?
I'd want to fuck the sex building. It's a sex building. Have you watched Outside Xbox's D&D videos? I haven't, but I do watch Outside Xbox relatively frequently. So the fact that they have, because they're quite entertaining people. So if those are decent D&D videos, Mr. Sick would probably be into that.
I think it's like most of my time goes into just doing stuff for the game.
Most of your time goes into watching Supernatural, but you've run out. No, I can watch it again.
I watch that on the top screen and then do all the D&D work on the bottom screen.
Yeah, I understand
so I'm not
that,
really watching
but you are technically out of
I watched the last episode today and I was just like, oh.
It's fun with the Supernatural thing because last year at some point it went off of Prime Video and we didn't realize this. We were like, oh, it'll stop working. But, you know, if you're watching an episode, obviously, it's not... No. Halfway through an episode, it just went, this is no longer on this service. You were fucking devastated.
Yeah, and then they brought it back on. I'm like, frick,
yeah.
Binge watch, quick.
Binge watch it again.
I am tempted. I really like Supernatural.
I've actually been doing a
It's
thing
really
recently
easy to watch in the background.
because of all the fucking sales, and I've spent more than I probably should have on video games because of Christmas, and fucking Epic Game Store sales are fucking insane. But I'm like, okay, I am going to buy these games, and all the games that I bought, I'm at least going to play them. I might not beat them or anything, but I'm going to fucking play them. I've already beaten the Pathless. What a fucking game! Play it if you've not heard of the Pathless.
Ugh. Thanks, Demon Orb.
Watch Spoon Stuff Stories. Spoon. Yeah, the Pathless, fucking really good. Really enjoyed that. Played it all the way through. Wanted to play it all the way through. Been playing Cruelty Squad, which is just fucking baffling, but also really good, but just a completely different thing.
I have actually watched a bit of the Teen Wolf thing. And the thing I like about Supernatural is that it's campy as fuck, but it's really self-aware. Teen Wolf isn't that. It's campy as fuck, and it takes itself so seriously, and I can't watch it.
Sometimes that can be quite fun, though.
Yeah, if you're watching it with someone else, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to. We've been meaning to like take a big list of shitty films.
You need to clear your throat.
I know. I was like half through drinking whiskey, keeping it in the throat to enjoy the flavour. Watch Spoon Stuff Storied. This motherfucker stolen the name. Oh my god! Can you imagine if some motherfucker comes along, steals the name, makes less good content, and does better? That would make me like actually legitimately fucking furious.
When I came up with the name, I did actually look, and the only thing I found was something to do with restaurants. So
this is the Spoon Staff story. Why do we have a staff? Because we hire people with spoons. We have spoons to hire the people. So people get mad at me when I play D&D because I get so drunk I can't comprehend what's happening after an hour.
I've had one of them.
Then
I couldn't remember anything that we did in this session.
I'll be honest, like, kind of a dick move. Maybe don't get that drunk.
Yeah, I know. I've only ever did it once. That was really bad. I couldn't
Your
remember.
DM was fucking mad.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't your DM ready to like call it quits?
Yeah, he was like, I want to. He was happy because it was not just me drunk. There was someone else who was drunk as well.
I thought like basically everyone was drunk except for him.
Only two of us, but we caused the most problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Be good. I mean, you're there with other people. This is why I don't D&D, because I probably would get really drunk and be fucking worthless and piss everybody off and not want to turn up because I'm just not in the mood for it and then feel bad. Like, there's many reasons I don't D&D, and it's mostly to do with people. Like, even if it's people that I like, I'm just not good at that shit. I'm 6'4". I like being the small spoon with the ladies. It's comforting knowing that I'm safe. She will protect you, especially if someone breaks in. You go, hey, you're the big spoon. Can fucking deal with that. She's like, what? I always like that. It was Bill Burr who said that you get sent downstairs. It's like, what if he has a gun? I'm not fucking bulletproof just because I have a penis. There's a gun. Let's call the fucking police. Jesus Christ. The thing is, if someone broke into your house at night, if they were planning on killing you, you're probably fucked. So, give up. And if not, if you go, I'm going to call the fucking police, they'll probably just scarf her anyway. So, 90% chance that you're not going to die that night. So, I would.
Nothing beats playing Scrabble on peyote.
Scrabble on peyote. I mean, most things on most drugs are different, I imagine. But I imagine Scrabble just doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know anything about peyote as a
It's
I understand that it's a hallucinogen.
it opens your mind.
Yeah, so it's a
So that's when you
hallucinogen.
start looking at the letters and the letters start talking at you.
There was actually we were talking about Bill Bailey either last week or the week before, relatively recently, and one of the things one of his bits I really like is there was a 90s shorthand which was ex established property on acid, which was always supposed to be like shorthand for wacky and ooh, but what it would really mean is like if it was some fucking morning TV show, it would be the presenter with a patterned plate going, "That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting." That eventually gets all the way around and goes, "Ooh, that makes a circle." That's quite interesting.
There's a YouTube channel. I can't remember what it's called now, but they basically do acid and go to random things. And
Okay.
There's a guy who went to Crufts, and he's like, he was really happy with all the dogs to start with, but then it started kicking in, and he just sat there like in a weird phase for ages, just staring at people. And then one of them, he found an air conditioner fan that was just blowing, and he said he stood there for like 20 minutes just having the wind blowing in his hair. He's like, I just saw myself in a completely different place. It was wonderful.
For fuck's sake. Bloody raw. I hope you mean that game, because that game is fucking mint. I literally have been on and off playing that regularly recently because, oh my god, what a fucking beat 'em up. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so that was Bill Bailey's take on doing acid and doing certain things. Like the first and apparently only time he done it, if I remember rightly, he was just sat there and he was looking at this table, and there was a girl sat there and she had her legs crossed. So the leg went up, and the other leg went down, and then it hit the table leg. So it's like, it goes up and up, and so it makes an N, makes an N, makes an N, makes an N for hours and hours and hours and hours. And that was his entire experience. And the thing is, like, we're pretty certain that I'm a bit ADHD. I say a bit, and I will look at things like that, sans any fucking drugs, and just be like, that looks like an N, that does. Fucking stupid. I have stupid brain. So probably not as like intensely, but it's there.
I do get weird attachments to things sometimes.
Have you heard the story of the two male robbers broke into the house of a massive gay sex offender? They were all arrested because in the end, because things happened. What?
What?
You might have to...
Do you ever get attached to like weird things?
Yeah, you.
No, like sometimes I'll just be sat there and become very aware that I have a skull.
Oh no, you. That's the thing. That's a very
Or I
you
get
thing.
very aware that I have feet and I can't feel anything else except my feet, and it's really.
I cannot feel anything but my feet.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
The feet are there.
I just become very aware I have eyeballs, and it's just and I can feel them more than other things. It's really weird.
You have too many eyeballs. The eyeballs are many. No, it's just like you have that thing, and we both have things, and there's some of them that we both relate to.
Yeah.
And some of them that I'm just like, the fuck is wrong with you? And I assume the other way around. Unless, of course, I'm just amazing and everything. You can relate to everything I do.
Most of the time, apart from like the constant anxiety, I guess. Because I don't get constant anxiety.
Look, the thing is, the entire world is just this terrifying mess.
Yeah, there you go, Eunice. Yeah, I become very aware that I'm breathing, and I'm like, I pay attention to it, and then I have to like stop myself from breathing because I like could feel it too much. It's really fucking weird.
I know my parents used to get mad at me when I was a kid because I would hold my breath a lot.
You'd forget to breathe. Yeah.
No, not forget to breathe. I'd intentionally hold my breath. And for some reason that pissed my parents off.
Why?
Because I was doing something at the same time as them talking at me. I mean, we've established that my father is probably autistic, and it makes him a bit of a twat. He is very, 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 very bad at personing.
Yeah.
I don't know if my mum has any particular issues, but apart from being no, but yeah, like it's one of those things.
I didn't think that would happen to me, but apparently I do. Cheers, Mrs. Singh.
But
I just do it randomly. It's really fucking weird.
Manual breathing initiate.
Like I stop breathing when I'm concentrating on something. I'll stop breathing, and then like when I'm doing like detailing on something, and then I'll remember. Oh yeah, I have to breathe.
Say something weird, get looked at funny, have to explain 10 thoughts that logically got you there. Or don't.
No,
Fuck people.
The explanation takes way too long.
No, if someone's bothered by you doing something weird.
I used to be really bothered, and now I just can't be arsed being bothered anymore.
Like, I'm very much of the opinion that if someone doesn't, like, I don't know, I can be kind of hypocritical.
Yeah.
A lot. But in theory, I don't give a shit what people think. Now, in theory, it is one of the... I guess it's when people are being... when people are blatantly being twats, I kind of don't give a shit about them anymore. But if someone doesn't like me, but for no reason, that's more bothersome. That's like, yeah, but why? Like, at least it used to bother me when I was younger. I don't know about now. I probably wouldn't give it.
No.
I probably wouldn't give it much thought. But when I was young, I would want to be liked. I guess YouTube has made that less of a priority.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What's
No,
happened?
you want to have fun. Relax your tongue in your mouth to see if it still fits. Like, yeah, I do that all the time. I usually push my tongue to the roof of my mouth to make it fit.
I don't know. That's
I
not
do
something
that.
that bothers me.
But you are tongue tied though,
So
you can't stretch your tongue out properly.
it doesn't mean my fucking tongue doesn't fit in my mouth, or does. What?
I thought you had a shorter tongue.
My tongue's not short. It's tied. It has a literal, like, rope that attaches it to the bottom of my mouth at the front.
You can't do it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes right to the front of my tongue. And that's another side. And I think we can all understand that feeling. People around me know by now that my mind makes weird jumps and it's something like 5 minutes ahead of me. So I just say, never mind. My mind was going again. I hope it involves a laugh. You should add a laugh to it because that would be fun. Someone added guardhouse. Theoretically, if you're talking about the D&D thing, it doesn't need a guardhouse. The guardhouses are along the wall. And the prison is literally on the outside of a city toward a really fucking dangerous jungle. The only other thing is they might have prisoners who function as guards.
Yeah, it's self-sustaining, that's the point.
But literally, if you've ever seen Attack on Titan, imagine a prison that was in the bit where all the fucking Titans were. And if you haven't seen Attack on Titan... imagine.
What was that thing?
I don't know. Fucking Walking Dead.
World's Toughest Prisons. The guy who was.
She knows exactly what I'm thinking now.
The guy who was falsely imprisoned for 17 years.
I don't know why. As British guy, and he goes around. I think the show is literally called World's Toughest Prison, but every time he brings up that he was falsely in prison for 17 years, which is a terrible, horrible fucking thing to happen. And he brings it up 2 or 3 times each episode, and it makes me laugh. I'm a fucking awful person, I know, but it's just like I feel like that's how he starts every conversation. He just like goes to the bar. You're right, John. I was falsely in prison for 17. Yes, we fucking know. It's kind of not that big.
That's why I wanted to do a drinking game. We watch it together.
Oh my God.
And every time he says it, then we'd have a shot.
What did we make a drinking game of?
Oh God, we made drinking games of all sorts of stuff.
Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a drinking game. We just got drunk and watched the Eurovision Song Contest.
It started out as we'll have a competition, but then we're just drunk and just watch shitty music.
That's when we couldn't afford anything, so the only beers that we got was Stubbies. Not that they were hugely cheap.
Big bottles of.
Oh no, that was when we were really poor.
Big bottles of Jack Frost, was it called?
Oh, Frosty Jacks.
That was fucking horrible.
Jack Frost. Fucking idiot. How could you confuse those two names? Because they're so different. Yeah, Frosty Jacks, the fucking white cider. Oh, that stuff makes me want to do a horrible burp just thinking about it. We used to have it with blackcurrant as well, which snake bite it ain't. Oof. You can't laugh at gross injustice. What can you laugh at? Everything is funny. That's the thing. You can joke about literally any topic. It's all about when. Like, you don't go up to someone at their fucking partner's funeral and make a joke about how their partner's dead. That would make you a fucking psychopath. But making a joke about how John's dead with commiserating mates and it's the right joke at the right moment can be fucking hilarious and very cathartic. I've had people argue with me that there are things you can't joke about, and those people are insane as far as I'm concerned. Some people need that shit. Some people need the release. Some people don't like it. And you know what? Go away then. You don't have to fucking be here. It's almost always that kind of person. They come to you when you're trying to cope and get upset at you when you're away. Because that is often the case. You know, when you're making jokes about a terrible fucking situation, most people are doing it with the people who it works with. Occasionally someone makes a mistake, but most of the time, dipshit McGee comes along and says, I don't like this. And so fucking go away then. You fucking dipshit. Yeah, that's my... I've gotten off my soapbox now, and let's carry on. It amazes me how much exercise and extra fries sound alike. It's amazing how much exercise and exercise for bacon sounds alike. Yum yum. Gross injustice. How about my wife hiding the whiskey? That's not just a gross injustice. That's just firing out of a cannon offense. Operation as a drinking game. I am sure that that's a very common thing.
God,
especially
we have so many board games now.
Oh fuck! I couldn't fucking believe when you came. As someone who complains about new items being entered into the home, when you came home, I know it was mostly your mum's fault.
Yeah, but the kids actually play with them. You buy items, and all it does is become a dust collector. They actually use the games, so I'm not bothered.
Fight me. She's got the angry smile going on right now.
It's really annoying because you have so much crap and you just don't use it.
I'm allowed. I'm allowed to have crap. Fight me. If you can beat me in a fight, then I'll stop having crap.
I like things to be useful, though.
I better not get really sick. She comes in and just punches me in the face. Right, we're getting rid of all your shit. But I'm poorly. No, you said it, boff. I'm into fitness. Fitness whole pizza in my mouth.
I've heard one similar to that.
I've heard one similar, and it's about penis, but it's still funny. Gallows humor is just the ticket sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people who can't grasp, and sometimes you should stream your beatings. So I need to get really, really ill, and then have Mrs. Dick just punch me in the face, and then stream it. I mean, to me, it sounds hilarious, but I feel like the internet might find that a bit psychotic.
You'd have to put the helmet on.
But that would hurt your hand, and then I'd be the bad guy.
Don't have to punch you in the face.
Oh, fucking hell.
Remember that time I punched you in the arm and made a huge bruise?
Yeah, you punched me in the shoulder.
It was massive bruise, though.
It was so fucking weird, because I was like, oh, yeah, you can hit me and it won't hurt. And it didn't. It did not hurt. It left the most evil-looking bruise I think I've ever fucking had. But it didn't hurt. It didn't even hurt when it bruised. It just... I have no fucking idea what happened there.
Thank you, frowning Joker.
And then we were fucking about in our old place's living room, like having a little couples, like, oh, I'll teach you how to spar kind of thing. And I accidentally very slightly stepped on her foot and snapped her fucking toenail in half.
Yep.
And she was
Thing is,
mad.
That toe attracts danger, I swear.
It's the danger toe.
It is.
You do get hit in that toe all the time from every angle.
When I was drying up the plate and it just slipped out of my hand and went straight onto it.
If they ever drop a bomb over London,
that fucking hurt that.
If they ever drop a bomb over London, it'll like get halfway out the country and hit the ground somewhere between us and there because it's aiming at your toe.
Yeah, that's how they lock on.
It was ridiculous. Spar.
Beep, 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 for the toe.
I'm trying to. I say spar because I'm trying to put it in a way that doesn't make us sound like a set of losers. But we are kind of a set of losers. That's who we are as people. We don't give a fuck.
We're play fighting. It's not like we're doing like Hadoukens at each other or whatever.
I mean, I Hadoukened a bit. And then you said,
these are not the droids you're looking for.
You said, can I just have a moment? And I said, sure you can. And then uppercutted you.
Oh my god.
Shut up. You shouldn't have understood that. It was a Street Fighter reference.
That hurt my face.
It should do. Right, we are coming up on an hour now. Up to you if you want to keep going. Do you watch Dark Matter 2525? You might have been asked that before. I don't know. I do. I don't watch him, but I know of him. I don't watch anybody but Linus Tech Tips. Like, literally, I'm not very good at watching things and fucking Reddit videos because I'm a fucking piece of shit. I can't go to Reddit and just read things. I have to have it. Ask Reddit. I am a robot voice. I am guaranteed you. Although I find it really difficult to listen to the ones where people read out those same things. Because people's normal voices annoy me so much more than just robots. I don't know. I guess because they don't fucking put anything into it. What, you don't play fight with knives? I mean, I will play fight with a knife directly, but it really hurts when I punch it. But yeah. If you think about it, your big toe is just a crap thumb.
It is.
Yeah, and your other toes are just crap fingers.
It's my flaw thumb.
And your foot is just a crap hand. Do you know what it's really good at? Being a foot.
Picking up pencils.
Yeah. Yeah, we're basically on an hour now.
Right.
And we'll leave it up to you. Do we finish?
Well,
or do we carry on?
Well, we're supposed to be having a decent bedtime.
Probably. So this is Mrs. Sixfold. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, we're going to fuck off now and probably go to bed, like now. So, thank you very much for coming. Have yourselves a good new year. Or I suppose it's been and gone now, so now everything's just downhill from here. But yeah, thank you all for coming, etc., etc. Go watch Spoon Stuff Stories.
Oh,
It's
God.
more important than breathing. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
I'm not going to do it that loud. Bye.